Hi there. Today I want to welcome our newest patron on Patreon, Philip David Morgan. Welcome to you. Thank you for your support. Great to have you on the team here. Today we're talking about editing. When we edit a film, what is the word that we should use? The reason I'm talking about this is because this week I received a film for the American Good Film Festival. I received a film in Esperanto, very amusing film about roosters taking over the world. A high school Esperanto club made this film. Fantastic. At the end, though, the word I noticed in the credits they used for their video editor was videa editisto. Wait a second, what? Editi is not a word in Esperanto, unfortunately. Understandable mistake, but one word that does exist in Esperanto is editori and editoro, but that has a completely different usage. You don't use that word in talking about films. An editoro, that's someone who puts together like an anthology. If I did the complete works of William Shakespeare and edited that together and arranged it just so and included little notes and helpful tidbits, I would be the editor of that, the editoro. And editori is doing the work of one of those people. Don't use it for filmmaking though. Redakti is a word for editing when it comes to the editor of a newspaper, the editor of a gazette or a journal, something like that. Redakcio, that is the word for the overarching organization. The New York Times said this, and oh, you've got to answer to this. You'd say redakcio. To explain how that matters is Peter Parker is a photographer for the fictional Daily Bugle newspaper in the comics, right? So, li estas fotisto kai redakciano de the Daily Bugle. So he is a photographer, not an editor. He hasn't anything to do with what's written, but he is a member of the redakcio, a part of that, although you could argue he's an independent contractor, depending on whether J. Jonah Jameson has him on the actual payroll on a regular basis or not. But you can be a redakciano without being an actual editor. So redaktoro and redaktisto are two words for editors of newspapers. But that's not what you'd use in talking about film. In film parlance, we would say munti or muntisto. You mount a film the same way that we would mount a production of Hamlet in the park. We're mounting this. Similarly, we're mounting a film. Muntistoi muntas filmoin. Okay? So that's the word you want to use there is muntisto. You could get more specific and say la son muntado. You say, oh, the sound editing was specifically done by this person or that person instead of the overall editing. But I usually just say muntita de Alexo Miller. Edited by Alex Miller. Cool, that's fine. But you don't want to say redakti, you don't want to say editi ever. Editori, you don't want to say correcti, correctita, corrected. Is that kind of like editing something? No, that's making a correction. That's not it. So munti is the word to use. I look forward to seeing what the rest of you munt together for us for the American Good Film Festival. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, patrons, for making this video possible.